It's one interesting story because I joined in October last year and the brief came in probably about a week after that, and we've got a proofreader here, her name's Hennie Stander. She was working with Tammy on the job. Tammy's the art director, and in our first review she had this big piece of paper just filled with ideas, and the one idea was to have an ABSA busking station at the Karoo Festival where unknown artists could get up on a stage and perform, because all an artist needs to prosper is a stage. And that idea just kind of rung true because it answered the brief in a lot of ways. There were three fundamental objectives that needed to be addressed. The first being that to show that ABSA is the incubator of the arts, to show that the festival goers' experience will be tangibly enhanced during the time of the festival, and then to leave a lasting legacy behind, as ABSA has been involved in the sponsorship of this particular car sponsorship for close on 20 years now. So that idea just seemed like a really clever way of being a way of putting the idea in the center of, because it in essence was an activation idea. If you can imagine a stage where you can physically climb on, imagine it being red with the ABSA branding on it, and we called it the ABSA Verhoog, waar die kunste floreer, and you could stand up on one of these stages and perform. And so we presented, long story short, client loved the idea, and we've had stages made up which are made of recycled material that a company by the name of Zenita is doing. And then two of the stages are going to be fitted with sound and a plug for a mic and an amp and things like that. So if you've got a guitar, if you've got a song you want to sing, or a poem you want to read, or a painting you want to hold up, or whatever the case is, you can go down to the festival. It starts on the 29th of this month with whatever it is, and you can show your art to the world. And that literally shows that ABSA as the incubator of the arts gives artists a stage to get up and become known. At the center of everything that ABSA does is this big idea of Prosper. And Prosper is a very personal story, and it's a story that's different to every single person in I was going to say the world, but it is really in the universe of South Africa. We've got very varying needs, from the people right at the bottom who are your most basic banking products, right to your very most sophisticated private and corporate investment clients. And each of those stories is unique, but the common thing that holds everyone together is this very human need to go from where you are to a better place, and that's what Prosper stands for. And in the case of the Karoo Festival, it gives us a chance to give artists, because all an artist really needs to prosper is a stage. And it's just, I just find it really nice that an activation idea sits in the middle of a above the line execution, and actually sits in the middle of the entire campaign, and everything works around that. Well, the first idea session we went into, there were probably, we'd shortlisted it down to about 7 or 8 really big ideas that we went in with, but that the idea of the stage and the fact that all an artist needs is a stage resonated through every single level of presentation that we went through the bank. And as it whittled down, that became the one that stood proud as the idea that we were going to go forward with. And but I really have to just say thanks to our client for believing in the idea as much as we did, because you really cannot pull off an idea alone. As much as a writer needs an art director, or creative needs client service, and client service needs strat, and strat needs budget, and everyone needs everyone else. It's just it becomes quite a nice story of partnership, because they really did take the idea on as it was their own, and they defended it in various levels of exco presentations that we weren't even in. So I'd really like to just say thanks to them for believing in it. It really does make our jobs a lot easier.